Thank you so much, my dear friends, for coming here for the second Global Conference of Meditation Leaders. And now we are going to learn about sustainability. How many of you are willing to live a sustainable life? Whoever is there, no problem. Even the ones who are watching our PMC, our beloved PMC. So let us all learn how to live a sustainable life and why to live a sustainable life. And what all we should do to live a sustainable life. Are we all wishing to learn something new today? Yeah? Or maybe not so new. So sustainability is how we are living in harmony with nature, because simple actions give big impact. And I know that this topic is very, very, very dear to our Karthikeyanji. Sustainability. So, then, why sustainable living? That is one question that we need to ask ourselves. Do you need a sustainable planet? Not just for yourself, for your future generations, for your children, for your grandchildren, for your great-grandchildren, for every child on this planet. Right? So then, why sustainable living is what we need to understand. We need a sustainable planet because less pollution means cleaner air, water and soil, which means fewer diseases. And then less waste, which is fewer toxins in nature and healthier people and animals. Should it be sustainable only for us or for humans or for animals and the planet as well? For everyone. And then sustainability also is required for trees, for less wildfires, for less deforestation. And all the choices that we make, the so-called personal choices that we make for sustainability. And we need a sustainable planet. It's not like we have a choice, isn't it? We don't have a choice. We are all working towards sustainable planet. And we have to make it sustainable so that our future generations can live on it happily. Do you want to end this planet with us, or do you want to continue this beautiful planet and share it with everyone? That is what the question is. And everything is our responsibility. So sustainable living isn't just about the planet, it's about people and animals as well. So what do we have to learn today? So I'm going to give you different things that we can make our life or our human life or our animal life or the planet life sustainable. And what are those things? Do we do any of these things? Can we all focus on the presentation instead of the mobiles and just focus on what we have to do? All these things have to be done in order to have a sustainable planet. You can take a look at it and find where you are at. Where are you positioned in as far as this is concerned? Do you save water? Do you just let the water flow? Do you let the precious water go waste when you're brushing your teeth, when you're taking a bath? Do you use buckets and buckets of water to wash yourself, which can be done with a half bucket of water? Do you waste water while washing your clothes or utensils or appliances or anything of that sort? Do you recycle the water? Do you do rainwater harvesting? This is all we need to do. If at all everyone raised your hands when I said, who wants a sustainable planet? But nobody wants to do anything about it. You want a sustainable planet, but you don't want to do anything about it. That is the thing that we all have to ask ourselves. What do I have to do to make it a sustainable planet? So then plant trees and eat plants. Have a plant-based food. Patriji always said, always go for plant-based food. And then reduce waste, avoid plastic, walk or cycle whenever you can. It makes you fit also. And then recycle or upcycle, buy local, use renewable energy, save electricity, eco-friendly products, and the list goes on. What all do you want to do? What all can you do to make this planet sustainable? The list is here. What all can you do? Can you have a checklist? That is what is most important. So, we need to create awareness about this, because this is the only home that we have got. Even if you want to die and come back again, this is the only planet that you have to come to if you want to have a physical experience. Have a human body, this is the only planet that you have to come to. To eradicate your karma or whatever it is, you want to learn lessons, you want to do some service, this is the planet that you have to come to. And how do you want this planet Earth to be for the future generations? Okay, I am born here, but what if I die and I have to come back to this planet again? How do you want this Earth to be? How do you want this Earth to be? कैसी धरती चाहिए आपको अगर हम फिर से पैदा होना चाहे तो फिर वो सुंदर बनाने के लिए हम क्या कर रहे हैं अभी? Are we doing something for pollution, or are we adding to it? Are we saving water, or are we draining more water? Are we planting trees? How many of us plant trees? Only a few, but everyone wants a sustainable planet. That's a funny story. That's a very funny story. So, then save electricity, compost, grow your own food, reduce, and sustainable travel. All these things we need to keep in mind. Because what does meditation teach us? What does spirituality teach us is a sense of responsibility. We are all responsible world citizens. We need to take responsibility. Nobody has to tell you what to do. You should know. As a meditator, a sense of responsibility has to be ingrained in us. Our actions lead to something, right? We know the law of karma, don't we? Inaction is also action. Inaction is also action. So what are we going to do for this planet? And then as a part of this initiative, we have started something called PSSM Swag, which is called Save Water and Go Green, which has 3 objectives. One is save water, one is save animals, and the another one is plant trees. So do we all save water? No wasting of water? Some are not raising hands, that's okay. But at least from now on, if you can start saving water. And how many of you are animal lovers? All animals or a few animals? All? Few? All? Are you sure? Because you will have to answer the next question that I'll ask. Loving means not harming them. Okay? Loving means not harming. Harmlessness. Right? Loving means not, kuchku puchku and all that. So, okay? That is affection that we do for our, domestic pets. So, loving means not harming. Ahimsa, or non-violence organization which has started by me in November 2020. So these are the 3 objectives which I'm looking forward to. And I'll briefly tell you, just very few slides, very short slide, because Sagar ji has asked me to talk about sustainability, so I'm doing so in a very limited time. So planting trees. The first thing is planting trees. We have to restore the planet, and deforestation rates from 1990 to 2024 show very significant loss of forest cover. So what is our responsibility now? Plant trees. We have seen what Daji has done. He has planted millions of trees. Can't we plant 500 trees per year, per person? per person, 500 trees per year. Can't we do it? Find it. Find a solution. Figure it out. Figure it out. And not just planting those trees, you have to take care of them also. As long till the time that they can sustain by themselves, you have to do that. And what do trees do? Trees absorb CO2, prevent soil erosion, and shelter wildlife. We all know this. I have a quotation which I created by myself, which is saying that let's build homes for our animal and bird gods. We are destroying their homes and building our own homes. That is not done. That is against the law of karma. And then reforestation reduces wildfires such as those in California and Australia. Has everyone watched the news in California wildfires? Why do you think they happen? Why do you think they happen? Why do you think the earthquakes and catastrophes and the cyclones are happening? What do you think is the reason? Why is Mother Earth angry on us? Yeah? We are not taking care of her. As simple as that. We are killing her children. Animals. We are killing her children. Next is save water. And everyone knows that earth is 70% water. Even our bodies are 70% water, right? Yeah? So and fresh water on earth is only 2.5% of earth's water, and 92% goes to agriculture. And out of that, 29% goes to animal agriculture. What is animal agriculture? Yes, my dear friends, what is animal agriculture? Animal agriculture is where the animals are bred forcibly so that they can be killed. That is animal agriculture. It is called as factory farms. Livestock. The animals are called livestock. They are stock, but they are alive. Livestock. What a funny name. So these factory farms and everything, all the water goes to them so that we can get meat, dairy, eggs, and fish. As if we can't survive without them. Right? And tree survival rates are below 40%, so planting alone is not enough. We need to save water for that. And replacing 2 meat meals a week equals to planting 1,338 crore trees yearly. Just imagine if we just cut out on meat. That is what we are doing. We are asking everyone to be vegetarian. What a great job we are doing, isn't it? Even though we are not planting trees. So we have to clap for ourselves. And then plant-based living. So a plant-based living is a solution for our future since 1990. It has helped fight water shortages and food crisis. All the food, most of the food is going for animal agriculture. Most of the water is going for animal agriculture. To feed people with meat, dairy, eggs, and fish. People are dying of hunger in countries like Africa. They're malnourished because all the grains, all the food is being given to the animals so that people can eat meat, dairy, fish, and eggs. Is that right? Is that a right thing to do? And animal farming causes deforestation, water loss, and methane emissions. Cows produce the most methane emissions. And cows and buffaloes are the ones who are forcibly bred in the dairy industry so that people can get milk for their coffees, chais, curds, ghees, yogurts, ice creams, chocolates. The list goes on. And then going plant-based stops slaughterhouses, cuts pollution, and lowers greenhouse gases. In one of the scientific studies, it says that milk is equal to leather plus beef. Are you surprised? India is one of the topmost producers of leather and beef thanks to the dairy industry. Who are all supporting dairy industry now? I'm not going to raise hands because I'm not supporting. Anybody? You just have to raise hands. It's a very simple act. Who is supporting dairy industry? I'm not going to raise hands because I'm not. All of you are? And then meat, fish and eggs and dairy raise the risk of heart disease, diabetes and cancer. It has been proved time and time again. There are so many myths about meat, dairy, fish and eggs that scientists have been proving wrong. So I just want to ask everyone right now, is meat on our taste buds worth their life and freedom? Is our taste buds worth that much? No. Right? So we are killing them so that we can satisfy our taste buds. The meat, the deliciousness that the meat gives us, that is what their life and freedom is worth? Yes or no? Yes or no? I'm not getting any yeses or nos from everyone. Right. Okay. Is your ice cream, chai, coffee, yogurt, curd, is that what they're worth? Are cows and buffaloes born for you? Do they get pregnant for you? Just now Lakshmi ji and Newton ji were talking about detachment. You can't separate a mom and child, do we? Do we? But we have the audacity to separate a mother cow and a calf so that we can get milk. Yeah? Something to think about? No? I'm getting to see frowns on everyone's faces. Everyone is frowning or confused. I don't know what that frown means. So then, for human health or for animals to be free, we are just hearing everyone saying, we want a peaceful earth, we want a peaceful planet, not just for the human mix, but for the entire animal kingdom. But are we giving that peace, that life and that freedom to all the animals? You're saying all the animals, but we are still consuming dairy and honey. Are we giving the freedom and the life that they deserve? Yes or no? So, are all animal lovers here right now? Harmlessness. If you're harmless, then you will not use animals for whatever sake. No using of animals. No harm to be done to any animal whatsoever. So if you want more information, these are the movies that you can watch. These are the books that you have to read. Please make a note of these books and these movies. These are very, very highly scientific. It will satisfy your logical mind. It will satisfy your analytical mind, your scientific mind, and also your ethical heart. We need to have empathy and compassion. If we all meditators, but then we need to have empathy and compassion to each and every human, each and every animal, each and every living being. Not just compassion should not be partial towards one and not to the others. As the sun shines to everyone equally, we need to have the compassion for each and every living being. We can't say no to meat, no to fish, no to eggs, and say yes to dairy and honey. Because there's lots of exploitation, lots of torture and violence and suffering in these two industries. Similar in the leather, wool, fur, animal testing industries and the zoos and the circuses, aquariums, water parks, all these industries, whichever, do not fund for animal harm. That is all I'm asking you to do. Do not fund. Don't give your 1 rupee, 2 rupees for animal harm. Okay? So please take a note of this. And my meditation makes us more compassionate, more heart-oriented. More heart-oriented, more compassionate. And let's extend this compassion to each and every animal, each and every human being. That is what compassion does. So please extend your compassion. Do not use animals as objects or machines. Milk machines, meat making machines, egg producing machines, honey making machines. They are not your slaves. They are not your whatnot. Are animals your slaves? Are they born for you? Are they born for me? Am I born for you? Are you born for me? Can I use your body? Can you use my body? Then how can we use their bodies? They have a saying that in history, they say Go Mata. Am I right or wrong? So they have this Kshirosagar Madanam where the churning of the sea got Amrit and Halahal and lots of things. There came Kamadhenu madam. Half cow, half human being. Okay? Through Kamadhenu madam came so many cows. And why we call Gomata, why we call cow as Gomata is because after the cow Janma, it is human Janma. That is why we call her as a Gaumata. Okay? Now just imagine that cow is so much made to suffer that throughout her life she is made pregnant and everything that she done horrendously treating her in the name of Gomata, and finally she makes a human Janma. Just imagine how that human Janma will be, how that human person will be. With so much of torture in the past, so much of pain in the past. Just now, Newtonji and Lakshmiji were talking about past. Isn't it? Just imagine if I'm a cow, I have been tortured for my milk. So badly. How am I going to be in this Janma? Does anybody have any answer? First, don't harm animals. She doesn't have to let go of anything. So you want to continue harming animals so that she can let go, isn't it? Is that what we want to do? I will let go, but what about that karma that has been done towards me? Do you have to suffer or you don't have to suffer? So meditation cultivates deep compassion, leading to ethical conscious and eco-friendly choices. Are our choices conscious? And Patriji says, we are what we eat. We drink milk. The kind of emotions that mother has, the separation, anger, the mental exploitation, the suffering that the mother has, all those emotions goes into us also. So we are what we eat. We are what we eat. We are what we drink. We are what we consume. All the agony, the pain that the mother and the calf goes through, that turns into her milk which we consume. So we are what we eat. We are what we drink. So meditation deepens our connection with nature and our true self. We all know that. When we go into nature, when we hug trees, when we be with the trees, it really brings out a beautiful emotion within us. The connection, the deep connection with the trees. And then inner peace inspires mindful living and responsible actions. Responsible actions, my dear friends. Our actions or our speech or our thoughts should be completely harmless. Totally harmless. That is total ahimsa. That is holistic ahimsa. And then by aligning with the laws of nature and karma, we create harmonious world. Please be mindful of the law of karma. Do not harm any living being. It will come back to you. It will come back to you. If I am harming someone, it will come back to me. It will come back to me. Whether you do it intentionally or unintentionally, consciously or unconsciously, karma doesn't see that. Karma makes sure that you get what you gave out. As simple as that. So that is what it is, my dear friends. And actions speak louder than 1,000 words, which is a beautiful quotation by Mark Twain. Okay? Now you understand this. Now you understand what I'm talking about. When we go out, what are the actions that we're going to take? Go out, your buffet is filled with all dairy items, ghee, butter, chas, and all that. What do you do after going there, after listening to this? Back to normal? Plant more trees, save water, and save animals. That is what we have to do, because we are all responsible citizens of Mother Earth. We need to protect the animals rather than suck the life out of them. Yeah? Just like you have family, I have a family, they also have families, and we have in no way a right to break that family bond in whatever way. So thank you so much, my dear friends. And this is how we harmoniously live with nature, by not harming any being on Mother Earth, by protecting Mother Earth, by protecting her children, which is human beings and animals. All right? So this is how we harmoniously live with nature, because harmony means harmlessness. Ahimsa means harmlessness. So even if you don't do good, even if you can't help them, at least don't harm.
For more details about Project Excellence, write to us at excellence@buddhaceo.org.